In this video, we're going to learn about transform rules. So the idea behind transform rules is that whenever you have some incoming data, whether from device finder or from data collector, you can modify the incoming data to be in a certain way. For example, you have some incoming MAC addresses. You can instruct Slurpit to turn the MAC addresses into lowercase if they are in uppercase, or vice versa. Or maybe you want to capitalize the incoming host name that you got from the device. So the way you do that is through a feature called transform rules, and specifically you are going to construct a Jinja2 template. So from administrator, if you go to rules, here you're going to see the transform rules tab, and we have two sections or methods for that. One is for data collector, the other is for device finder. So here we have two rules. Basically, these are pre-written rules for you to test out, and we're going to test this out as well. The first one is normalize MAC address, and the way you want to modify and enable a rule is by clicking on this pen. Before this, let me show you how we can duplicate a rule. You click on this button, you copy or basically duplicate the rule. You can also remove the rule altogether. So let's click on this. And this is our page regarding the Jinja2 template. We give it a name, which can be anything that we want. This condition should be accurate. So we say, apply this condition, apply this template if MAC, this is a key in filter result, which is an object or a dictionary, a Python dictionary. If that was the case, do this. So we're not going to go over too much detail here because this is a bit technical, but the idea is that we want to get the key of MAC and we want to turn it into lowercase. And the MAC key is inside this object, which is filter result. And we do that and update this key later on. So if we don't update it, the modification would not happen. You can also test the template live, which is very, very helpful. So if I click on this and try to test it, it says true. Now let me show you. If you look at this one, this is our object filter result, and we should have one key called MAC. As you can see, we turn it into lowercase. We turn the MAC address into lowercase. So let me actually change this to uppercase, and we're going to see this one more time, see if the template is actually correct and we can actually use it for our purpose. Okay, now the method is upper now. We turn it into uppercase, and if I test it, if you look at the value of this key, now everything is in uppercase. So what I'm going to do is uncheck this, and this would make it enabled, and scroll down, save it, and we see now that this is saved and enabled. So since this is regarding data collector, I have to go to one of the plannings or basically run a plan to see the changes. So before that, I'm going to go to collected data and open up the R page. We see that the MAC addresses in this column, they're all in lowercase. So if I run a plan against one of the devices, I'm going to do for this one 31.49. This is just a router. If I do that, then this should be in uppercase. So I'm going to go to the main page. And from here, I am going to run this task. So I'm going to wait a minute and come back. So we got the new data, and just don't worry about these host names. These are not accurate for all the devices. My router 31.49 was previously R1. Now it is my router. The other ones are not accurate. So this one is actually my Slurpit system, and the other one is default gateway. So if you look at the MAC column, you see that they are in uppercase now. Everything is in uppercase. So you can do the same thing, but with device finder instead of data collector. If you go here, go to device finder, we have a bunch of rules. For example, we can normalize all host names. If I click on this, we can capitalize the host names. So let me actually enable this. save it, and I'm gonna go to devices, device finder, and run this device finder. And if I wait a few seconds, I'm gonna see that the host name is actually capitalized. So let me go to my router, and this is my host name, and everything is in lowercase. So if everything goes as planned, I'm gonna see the first letter, which is M, into turn into uppercase M. So I think that should be fine. I'm gonna go to devices one more time, and here I can see that the first letter is actually changed. So that was it for this video. I will see you in the next one.